First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 5 on the topic dice, so now we are going to solve some of the questions from the type called type number 4, which is called as open figure. You know how this type number 4 image looks like and everything I have told you in the introduction. So while comparing with all the previous 3 types, that is type 1, type 2, type 3, where the diagram is completely different, because in all the previous 3 types they will give you a diagram in sort of cube. But here this type number 4 alone, where the diagram is called as an open figure, where all the faces has been open and they will give you in different sort of dimensions. So based upon this figure, our target is to find which letter is opposite to which, or else in this letter area they will give you some symbols, question mark, percentage, multiplication, division, etc. They can give you symbols, or they can give you numbers or letters, or else a dot like images, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, etc. Whatever be, but the solving logic is same for all the questions, right? I will teach you all those logics. So if you understand that logic, then solving a question will be much simple on this type number 4. But before solving this type number 4, if you are preparing for any state level competitive exams, electricity board or else oil and gas, then campus interview students, out of these all the 4 types, so concentrate more on type number 4. Because if you see that railway exams, SSC exams, most probably they have asked a question only from this type number 4, right? So now, before solving a question, first let me understand 2 important concepts in type number 4. So just see here, extension sides are always opposite to each other. You need to remember this point. Extension sides are always opposite to each other. So let me take this as an example question. So they have given an image here, right? So based upon these images, our target is to find which letter is opposite to which letter. Just see here what is called as extension side. So when you take this dimension, you can able to see F, A, D and C. It's in a vertical, right? Completely vertical side. And from this vertical image, you can able to see there is letter E, which is called as left extension. So letter B is called as a right extension. Yes or no? Little bit extended here. So little bit extension, that is left extension. This is called as right extension. So we can say that from this image, where E will be opposite to B. So friends, got it or not? So how I told this? Because extension sides are always opposite to each other. So we can say that when you take this dimension, this is called as left extension, that is E. This is called as right extension. So we can say that the letter E and letter B will be opposite to each other. First point, never forget this point if you are going to solve a question from type number 4. And second most important point is alternate faces. Got it? Alternate faces are also opposite to each other. Now, what is called as alternate faces? Just see, when you take this F, right? If you take this face F, then F, D both are alternate. Yes or no? Similarly, here A and C both are alternate. So you can say that F and D will be opposite to each other. So similarly, A and C will be opposite to each other. That's it. So while solving a questions in our exams, by seeing the diagram, first you guys have to note down that which letter is opposite to which letter. So if you find that by using these 2 points, then solving all the difficult question will be very simple. So first point is what? Extension side. Left extension and right extension are always opposite to each other. So by using this point, we know that E and B will be opposite to each other. And the second important point, alternate faces are also opposite to each other. What is called as alternate faces? We have F, A, D, C. Remaining I am saying, right? When you leave this E and B, the remaining faces are F, A, D, C. Alternate faces. So these 2 are alternate and these 2 are alternate. So we can say that F and D will be opposite to each other. A and C will be opposite to each other. That's it. Right? So based upon this clue, our target is to find which is opposite. Usually in the exams, they will ask you which letter is opposite to which. Or else they will give you like a folded cube, and based upon this cube, we have to solve the question. Right? So that's it. This is very simple or not? It's very simple to solve if you know these 2 important points. That's it. These 2 important points are most needed to solve the question that is from type number 4. And another here is, I have drawn different diagrams here, right? Just see, a same concept image, the same concept can also be asked in this format. You can see that we know that according to this diagram, right, E is opposite to B, F is opposite to D, A is opposite to C. The same concept can also be asked like this. Here also you can see what is called as left extension here. In this diagram, E is the left extension. Right extension will be B. So we can say that E will be opposite to B. Yes or no? E is opposite to B. So similarly, F is opposite to D, A is opposite to C. Just see here in this diagram where E is opposite to B. Why? Because these two faces are in the left and right extension. So we can say that these two faces will be opposite to each other, E and B. So F and D will be opposite, A and C will be opposite. So similarly in this diagram number C, E and B, left and right extension. So we can say that E and B will be opposite to each other and alternate faces. F and D, A and C all are opposite to each other. So friends, got it or not, right? So they can ask a same concept in a different sort of dimensions. But whatever be, the concept is same. So these two concepts are important, whatever diagrams they have asked. So this fourth model alone, that is fourth diagram alone, is completely different, right? Why? Because you can able to see that there is one part which is completely a left extension and this will be a completely a right extension. So you cannot join both. You cannot say this complete 3 part will be opposite to the right hand side 3 part. That is wrong. If there is one face left and one face right, we can say that left and right face are opposite to each other. But this diagram, right, this diagram is an exceptional case. When you take that exceptional case where you can see 3 faces are in the left side and 3 faces are in the right side. So in this, what you need to do is, point number 2, what I have told you, alternate faces are opposite. So you can see that alternate faces A and C are opposite. Yes or no? Alternate. Just see, A is opposite to C. Similarly, E is opposite to B. E is opposite to B. Just see, E is opposite to B. According to this, A is opposite to C. So what is the letter remaining we have is F and D. So we can say that F and D both are opposite to each other. So friends, understood or not, right? So this is one of the different diagrams. So in this diagram, what you guys have to do is, this point number 1 cannot be used there. Why? Because we don't have left and right extension. So only by this point number 2, we can able to find which letter is opposite to which. So just an alternate faces, right? So A is opposite to C, E is opposite to B, the remaining letter F will be opposite to D. That's it. Understood or not, right? So I hope this two notes are enough to solve a question. So let me move on to some of the example question on this type number 4. So now I have taken one example question. So usually in the exams you can able to see a question like this. They will give you this open figure and in the options there will be a closed cube, right? So cube. And what we need to find is, so if you fold this open figure, right? If you fold this open figure in sort of cube, then which of these options are correct? So we need to find that. So if you have to solve these types of question, don't forget the 2 points what I have told you now. What is the first point? Extension sides are opposite to each other. So here, according to the given image, what are the 2 extension? So A will be left extension face and D will be right extension face. So we can say that A and D will be opposite to each other. Yes or no, right? So now next point is what? Alternate faces are opposite to each other. So if you take F, so alternate face will be B. So we can say that F and B both are opposite to each other. So similarly E and C. So E and C both are opposite to each other. So finally we can say that these are the faces are opposite to each other. By noting down this clue, let me look at the options. Which of these folded cube will be correct? Just see here in option number A, where F is adjacent to B. But according to this diagram, we have found what? F is opposite to B. But here in this first diagram where F is adjacent to B. So we can say that if you fold the image in sort of cube, F will be opposite to B. But here F is adjacent to B. So we can say that option A is wrong. Second option, E, B and C. Just look at the option here. E is opposite to what? C. But here you can able to see E and C both are adjacent. But according to this diagram, we noted that E should be opposite to C. So we can say option number B is also wrong, right? So let me take option number C. F is adjacent to E, F is adjacent to D. So similarly, F is opposite to B. Yes, there is no option here. A, D, A and D no, E and C no. So we can say that option number C is correct. Why? Because you can able to see, we know that E is opposite to C. So here E is adjacent to F, E is adjacent to D. So here they have not noted down that C. So we can say that definitely in this diagram E will be opposite to C. That's it. We have to think like that. Let me see the fourth option, D, E, A. So D, E, A, you can say that A is opposite to D. But according to the fourth diagram, D and A both are adjacent. But here according to the given diagram, A and D both are opposite. So we can say that option number D is also wrong. So only one option that is left, which is option number C. So we can say that if you fold this open figure in sort of cube, then option number C will be your correct answer. Got it or not? So when this is the way you have to solve the questions in your exams. So in this video I have just solved only one example question just to know the basic concept, and you have to know the two important points, and as well as we have solved one example question. So after this video we will be like posting you some of the memory based question that was asked in various competitive exams. So if you watch that also, 50 to 60 questions planned to solve. So if you solve all those questions, then solving all the toughest questions or easy medium level question and the topic dice will be very simple. So thank you so much for watching this video. So if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. So thank you so much. Bye.